In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how we can design hollow strut lattices that can form the basis of things like heat exchangers, whereby we have a strut lattice and we hollow out the struts so that we can put a second fluid or substance through the center of that. So to begin, as always, we're going to bring our shape into Gen 3D. And for reference, for the sizes of this is a 50 by 50 by 50 millimeter cube in the center of my base plate. So I'm going to click on this object and I'm going to navigate to my lattice panel. And I'm going to select the strut lattice option and click on this. This will bring up the strut lattice toolbar. And in this case, I'm going to select 4 cells in each of the axes. And for my initial lattice, I'm going to give it a strut thickness of 2 millimeters. And I'm going to select corner diagonal struts. And I'll generate this just to see what this shape looks like. So here we can see our base shape. And I may even just increase the strut thickness even more. So I'm going to go up to 2.2 millimeters. So what we want to do is cut out the center of this so we can hollow out these struts. So to do this, I'm going to take a copy of my parameters. So I'm going to go to my cube, which already has my strut lattice attached to it. And I'm going to copy and paste this object by pressing Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V to take a copy of it. So I'm going to then navigate down. See, I have now got 2 cubes on top of each other with 2 lattice components attached to them. So I'm going to select one of these lattice components. And in this case, I'm going to reduce the strut thickness down. So I'm going to say maybe do 1.4 millimeters of the second one. So essentially what this is giving me is 2 lattice structures on top of one another and one with a smaller strut thickness than the other. So to create the hollow struts, I then need to subtract this lattice away from the thicker one. So to do that, I'm going to go to my solid checkbox and then untick that box. This will then create the subtraction operation. Once I've done this, I can press generate, and I'm going to do that on a slightly smaller resolution. And then we should see that we end up subtracting this lattice with the smaller strut thickness away from the lattice with the larger strut thickness, giving us some hollow lattice struts that can be used as a core of a heat exchanger or for just replacing a second substance within.